Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be game 3 of this WC3 here on the map Turtle Rock. So yeah, this is going to be take number 3 as the previous two. I suffered like very bad frame drops, as you probably would have noticed in game 1 and 2. So now I am recording on an external hard drive as I used to. I had to get another external hard drive, or at least an older one, as the one I usually use became really unreliable, and then I transitioned over to internal hard drive, but that hard drive uses the same stuff, and yeah, it just frame drops hard. So yeah, a lot of technical stuff. Anyway, game 3. Lucifer did go for a graveyard first, so this is going to be a first for this series. Usually he did go for the graveyard after the Tomb Relics. This will mean a late Death Knight. It will also mean maybe a late Halls of the Dead for Lucifer, because the third ghoul is usually the one that gets held back while you create your first Crypt Fiend. Fly, however, don't fix what's not broken. He is just gonna go for the same stuff. I would say I do like, the thinking style of Fly. I mean, it's just game 1 was such an anomaly that there's no real reason to change. Game 2, it just proves your point. Like, Fly surprisingly went for an expansion, and I'm not sure if the expansion really started to kick off there, but regardless, he won out by a huge margin, and I am very scared for Lucifer, because this build order did not work out well for WFZ. So the peon scouted pretty much everywhere but Lucifer, so he should have a good idea of where he is now, so yeah. Okawari camp will be taken out by Fly, and he gets the Ring of Protection +2. Not a useful item, so that's probably going to be sold. Lucifer, still waiting on his Death Knight, will pick up the Rod of Necromancy and Dust of Appearance. Alright, I am hoping this is a short game, because I don't want to spend too much time away from studying, so yeah, just fingers crossed, I guess. And of course, fingers crossed that Undead might actually win against Orc. The Golem of Ogre Strength was picked up by the Blade Master, Death Knight picking up the Circlet of Nobility. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Not much else I could say. Blade Master did hit level 2. He picked up a set of circlets, or just a circlet, from the Goblin shop. Dust was used and he was tagged, so he's not going to care. He's going to go after the Crypt Fiend. We do have a couple of grunts available as well. Is going for a little bit of pathing there. The Crypt Fiend could fall, but with the Death Knight like right next to him, the Crypt Fiend might live for a very long time. Blade Master actually waking up the Turtle camp, getting a couple of pot shots over to the Death Knight, but oh, the Turtle was still wanting to get one more hit off, and the Crypt Fiend will fall. But it seems like Fly was able to pick up, or Fly lost himself a grunt, so level 2 for Lucifer. And yeah, pretty even trade. Other than that, I would say it's slightly favorable for Lucifer since he just got level 2. But yeah, since the Blade Master is already level 2, I'm not sure about that statement. Fly is going to start Stronghold a little earlier than Lucifer. I believe it's usually the other way around with the other opening, but yeah, as I explained before, Undeads will face a lumber problem without the third ghoul. Pretty lucky crits from the Blade Master, in fact. Will force a death coil again from the Death Knight. Fly not as lucky as he was in game 2. I believe around the 5 or 6 minute mark he got about 23 bonus attack. And that's a really powerful Blade Master. And I guess that's one of the factors in why he got the win. Blade Master, it seems like he was able to pick that up and get himself the Mantle of Intelligence +3 as well. So it's always nice to take away, especially intelligence items from the Death Knight, as he would want extra mana as well as mana regen, so it's always nice. Sadly, it doesn't work well with the Blade Master, so yeah. Other Ogre Warrior camp is going to get taken out. The Forest Troll is the first target. Is that the Tome Trapper? No, that is not the Tome. He's not even a Trapper, he's just a Troll. But yeah, Blade Master will get level 3, and he should get himself that level 2 Windwalk. The item is Gloves of Haste, so yeah, able to pick that up as he uses his last charge of this salve. Amulet of Evasion has been picked up for the Death Knight, able to take down the Watcher or Magi as well, claiming that ward for himself. So Fly should be wary of running around this, like these areas where the Watcher ward is in play. Lucifer himself will get that level 3, and it seems like Fly might be wanting another expansion as he did in game 2. Turn Chieftain comes out as number 2 for the Orc Hero, and Fortress Tick immediately for Fly as well. Ensnare has been researched, and it doesn't seem like we're going to have the Spirit Lodge once again. Tier 3 also on its way, but yeah, Fly is threatening a little bit with that expansion possibility. Clear Accuracy gets picked up by the Troll Warlord camp, and not as useful, I think. It's going to be pretty useful against with those trolls, if Fly gets trolls. But other than that, that's pretty much a dead item there. It's a lot more worth selling for gold. Ensnare onto the Crypt Fiend, and the TV scroll will be forced by on Lucifer, so yep. Definitely not an ideal thing to happen. You don't want to be burning too many TP scrolls. Lich pops out. He's not going to wait for the Orb of Corruption, which would be a little surprising. It seems like the Death Knight's going to go back for it. Yeah. A little indecisive there, maybe missed timings, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Turn Chieftain taking out the Ogre Lord camp, getting himself the Legion Doomhorn, so that is going to be a very synergistic item for the Turn Chieftain. He has Endurance Aura, which is attack speed and movement speed. He has Unholy Aura, which is movement speed and health regen, so yeah, those Orc units are super fast. They'll be a lot faster if the Turn Chieftain actually activates his speed scroll, but of course you don't want to be using that for no reason. So we should, alright, I'll try to keep an eye on that Turn Chieftain, see how fast he actually goes. Obsidian Statue is getting focused down, but thanks to the Frost Armor of the Lich, Blade Master should maybe second guess himself, or he might just go after the Lich. No, he's gonna steal some turtles for himself, and okay, Death Coil was used to heal up the Lich, but Lucifer gets it regardless. Blade Master, you are not invisible just yet. And well, Lucifer was able to get it with the Frost Nova, and the item is going to be the Greater Mana Potion. So that's a pretty useful item for the Undead. It was very difficult for Fly to maybe weave in that Critical Strike, but it's better to like completely miss out than try and then, fail. Orb of Lightning has been picked up as Fortress Stick is completed. Shadowhunter is out as the third hero as well. I think Shadowhunters pick Healing Wave at when they come third hero, but we'll have to wait and see. I think the crowd control's, you know, fairly well covered with the Turn Chieftain himself. Not much of a speed boost I saw. He did just walk like 2 steps and then stop. But yeah, nice War Stomp there. Invulnerability Potion has been worn off, but the healing waves will be coming out. The Blade Master is ripping apart this undead backline, and the Dark Ranger should be wary. Another Crypt Fiend bites the dust. The Death Coil is going to heal up the Dark Ranger full health, but another Crypt Fiend is going to be sacrificed instead. Lucifer is in a pretty bad pinch. Lich only with the level 1 Frost Nova is not going to be that big of a burst against the Blade Master in particular. He also has the health potion as well, so should be able to time healing up, you know, very well. Death Knight, of course, just go after the source of the healing. But nope, it seems like another Crypt Fiend is going to bite the dust. Turn Chieftain might go for another War Stomp if he has the mana to do it. He's very close to level 4 though. If he gets level 4, I think that he should be able to have enough mana. So yeah, Fly looking very strong. Lucifer forced to retreat there. It's really tough. I think, like, Fly may look like he's been stuck in his base, but like Lucifer just lost a lot of units. He lost a lot of Crypt Fiends. Destroyer is not really going to help too much, I don't think, since Fly has a good number of Raiders out anyway. It's extremely tough, I think, for the undead player to gain an edge in this matchup. Level 4 for the Blade Master and Turn Chieftain. Another Invulnerability Potion will be picked up. It's going to be very useful for the Turn Chieftain to stay alive and get as many War Stomps as possible. Full 50-second Invulnerability Potion on the Death Knight, but he gets War Stomped before he can use it. That is going to be a pick right there. Level 3 Death Knight taken out. And GG from Lucifer. That is going to be Game 3 of the MWC Shanghai Group A Best of 3 between Lucifer and Fly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will be back after my exams are done. That is going to be 1.5 weeks. I apologize, but that's just how it has to be.